I started reading almost 2 years ago, and I've already read over like 200 books since then. And here are the books that have completely altered my personality. One, the book that started it all. I literally went from reading self-help to picking up Credence by Penelope Douglas. I said full send in the deep end, no takesy backsies. And I fell in love with it. And I completely blame this book for my entire personality. I mean, I'm a book talker now because of this book. It's my whole life. Thank you, Penelope and Noah and Jake and Caleb. A Court of Thorns and Roses turned me into a fantasy girly. Besides reading Harry Potter when I was a kid, I haven't read fantasy as an adult, and this was my first one. And I realized, like, 500-year age gap, didn't blink an eye. Did not blink an eye. Bat Boy, tell me your wingspan. You know what I mean? Like, give it all to me. I was here for every moment of this. This kept me up till 4 o'clock in the morning some days. This made it so that I didn't even care if I was running on fumes as long as I knew what happened. While this started my obsession, this definitely carried it on and created an even bigger obsession. This series as a whole, I didn't bring the whole thing out here because that's a lot. It's heavy, it's big, I don't want to. But this series as a whole taught me, one, that I'm a mood reader. I didn't even know what that was, but I forced myself through this series and I wasn't in the mood for it. Looking back, I was not in the mood for it. It was during the holidays. I pushed myself through this series in November and December. Why would anyone do that? I don't know, but I forced myself and I realized that I am a mood reader and I need to read light things when my life is heavy. This also taught me that when reading long series, breaks are okay. Also, DNFing is okay. This started my DNFing era, I think. I wished I would have DNF'd it. And I realized that it is okay to DNF. Or take breaks, whichever one feels best for you at the time. Like, you don't have to read it. You know what I mean? This one raised the bar in my expectations of men. Period. Just the quote on the back of it says, "A man is going to treat you how you treat yourself. So please, for the love of God, act like a queen." Oh my God. As a mother, this changed the way I look at other mothers. This makes me have sympathy. I don't care what you're going through. I will never judge your situation because I have not been through it. I have not walked through your shoes. And I cannot and will not ever say what I would do in your situation because of this book, period. Kind of along the same lines, this just made me see really hard situations from different perspectives. There's probably like 37 different point of views in this book where you literally get to see what this specific situation looks like from everyone's eyeballs. And truly life-changing. I'm getting full body chills thinking about it. This is one of my all-time favorite books. It is a hard read. And it is cringy and icky and difficult, but also beautiful in a way. I love her. And last but not least, this made me realize that the only reason I hate history is because of how it's taught in the public school system. Period. Because if you had me read historical fiction novels that are factually accurate, I would have retained so much more information. But instead, you made me study a textbook and memorize who, what, where, when. And to be honest with you, could not care less about who, what, where, when. But when you put me in the shoes of someone living through that time and you make me feel what they felt, I have never been more interested in a time period in my life than after reading this book. Truly, they could have just taught me history by reading Kristen Hanna novels. I learned more about World War II from the Nightingale and the Vietnam War from the women than I've ever learned about either of those in my entire career of school. And to be honest with you, this is why I absolutely love reading. Because, yeah, you find your smutty novels. Yeah, you love them. Yeah, it's fun to escape. But then you find novels like these where your life is literally changed. And there's nothing like it.